going to be showing you how to dip your nails, how I actually would do it on a swatch stick, because as you can see, my nails are already done. Okay, so technically you're supposed to start off with your step 1, which comes in a purple lid, but I am not, because I would rather use this step 3. These steps are interchangeable, so it doesn't matter which one you use. I'm just using step 3 for how I normally do it. And I'm also going to be using the tack-free gel top coat. You don't have to. That's just what I do. So when I'm doing my nails, I go up about 3/4 of the way, and I'm going to dip that in clear. Their clear for Revel is D75 Vivian Clear. I'm just going to open that up. And as you can see, I use it with all of my manis. And I'm just and then I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna dip it again. Okay, and then we are just gonna let that sit, because you don't want to brush off right away, because then it will come off with the color. And then I'm just gonna lightly brush just to make sure it's ready. You don't have to brush the back every time. I just like to, so I don't run the risk of contaminating my liquids. I'm then going to open up my color that I'm going to be using today, which is DP192 Hydra. It is actually discontinued. I found it off of a lady that was selling it that had never used it. So. And if I can get it open, we will use it. There we go. Okay. So there's what it looks like. And again, we're going back in with the step 3, which is your pink top. And this one you're going to want to cover, I don't like doing it over my dips, you're going to want to cover the entire nail. Now it's very important that you get the entire nail, because otherwise you're going to have lumps and bumps, which are easily taken out when you buff and file, but the less filing and buffing I have to do, the better. And I'm doing this so that you guys can see just how easy it is to dip your own nails at home instead of spending $50 at the salon. My starter kit cost me less than $15, and I absolutely love being able to dip my nails at home. I have a humongous Great Dane, hence why I broke my nail, and I could fix it from the comfort of my own home, not having to worry about going to a salon or worrying when the salon's going to be open. And again, we're just going to wipe off that excess powder, and we're going to move the clear out the way so we don't contaminate the clear. And going back in with the step 3, and like I said, you want to make sure that you get your step 3 everywhere. You don't want to get it on your cuticles, because then it makes it where it sticks and it's kind of hard to work with. Your dip liquids, you have very limited time in between putting the step 3 or step 1, whichever you choose, on there and cleaning up your cuticles before you dip. So, because it is pretty much almost like a glue. So, you want to make sure that you, are making sure that you miss your cuticles. I'm actually trying out gel liquids. Everybody talks about gel liquids and how awesome they are compared to the regular dip liquids. So I tried it out, and that's what I have on right now. So far, I'm liking it. The process is so much easier. I don't have a lot of buffing to do. I literally just file the sides, as you could see in my other video. I file the sides and then buffed the top, and that's like so much easier than having to actually like take the file to the top of my nails. So there's that. Alright, we are done with the color. I did one dip of clear on the bottom, which is 3/4 of the way up, and then I did 3 dips of the Hydra, and now I'm going back in to do a dip of clear. You do not have to do a dip of clear on the top. A lot of people only use clear on the top for their glitters, but I, however, like to do a dip of clear on the top because I feel like my color doesn't come off when I'm filing, because some of the colors will almost like fade in a sense. They won't be as blue or as red or things like that. So I like to make sure that I'm putting a clear on top of every color that I use. The only time I don't is when I'm actually like swatching my swatch sticks to swatch, just because you'll see it can get kind of thick to be on a swatch stick. But I did the same amount of layers on my fingernails now, and they're not as thick as you can tell. But on the swatch stick, they look a little bit thicker. So, okay. And now we are done with the clear and all of the dipping. I will be uploading a full video of me doing my entire nails, so that you can actually see like how long it takes me and everything like that. So there's that. Then you're going to use step 2, which is activator, and you're going to apply that, and then you're going to wait a few minutes, just because it has to be able to set, and this is what makes the dip like set, like makes it to where it's hard and durable, so that you run the less chance of breaking your nails. And like I said, this color is a mood changer, and it is discontinued. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my file and just kind of file the bottoms. And just kind of take and file the sides. And gonna do the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, I'm gonna hardly even have to do any kind of buffing or anything. And I'm just gonna take a light file to the ends. I like to shape my nails before I buff, and then kind of buff a little bit and see if I need to shape some more, and then go from there, because I feel like if I get it perfect, then it always just looks weird because of where I have not buffed. And I got this humongous pack of buffer blocks. There's just one little square is 9, and one rectangle is 18, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rectangles. So there's 126 blocks, and it is 180 220 grit. And these were $6.50 off of Amazon, and I can link that in the description as well. And like I said, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's just like painting your nails. I will probably never go to the salon again because I love the fact that I can do them in the comfort of my own home, because even when I was going to the salon, I would break my nails. I'm very, very, very hard on my nails, and I can make my nails last upwards of 2 weeks, unless I get impatient and want to try a new color, because Revel released a new collection. And like I said, I use, this video I've used all of Revel's products. I'm working on getting Dipalicious powders. Dipalicious liquids. I have her powders. But I want her new liquids that she's about to come out with in the new bottles. So I'm waiting on those to get in. And I also want to try Triple D. So there's that. Okay, so now I'm just going to buff off. And like I said, it's not going to take you, it takes me 11 minutes just to do this one swatch, but I'm also talking, and I'm also not going like I normally would, and also too, it's not going to take me 11 minutes per finger. It's just because I'm doing one finger at a time, and I'm talking, so that does not help. Okay, and then you're going to apply another coat of activator after you're done buffing. This is going to like help everything set back in. And also, if you use step 1, you want to take a little like alcohol wipe and just wipe it off. Make sure it's lint free. But I don't use step 1. You can. I just don't care to. I'd rather use a different top coat, like just any regular clear top coat. I, however, have a UV light, so I will be using the UV light for my clear coat, just because these are going on a swatch ring, and I like them to be shiny so that I know what they're going to look like on my nails. And because I use a gel top coat on my nails, I want to know that they're going to be shiny. And right now I have on Delusion, which is a Revel nail color, and Flurry, which they just released the Flurry in their deep freeze collection this past Wednesday, I believe. No, it was the Wednesday before last, because I got them this week. And then this is one of their 4-in-1 colors. I think they came out with 4 new 4-in-1 colors, which of course I have them all. This one is gray or like a grayish blue, and then when it's cold, and then when it's hot, it's like that beige color, which I actually kind of really like, or like a nude. And then when it changes also in the sun. So in the sun, it turns into like a pinkish, like fuchsia color. And then when it's cold and in the sun, it is a very, very pretty purple color. Okay, so now that our activator has set, we are just going to paint this Revel Nail tack-free gel top coat. And the thing I like about this is I don't have to wipe it off with acetone or alcohol at the end after I pull it out of the UV light. And I'm only going to let it cure for about 60 seconds in the UV light, because of the fact that when I do my gel nails, I have to let each layer cure for 120 seconds, because I have to let it cure all the way through the dip powder. Plus, I like to be safe, better safe than sorry. I'd rather spend the time on my mani and make sure that it gets done right than have to go back and do it again another time. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of made sure I went over it a couple times to make sure that I got every little piece. It already looks super shiny, and it's going to continue to look like this. Okay, so I'm going to let that cure for 60 seconds. But I have fallen in love with Revel's, with any kind of dip stuff. So far, I have tried Revel, Rossi, Dipalicious, Sparkle & Co. And I just put in an order for Double Dipped, so I will be doing a video on those whenever they come. She said it could take up to 3 weeks because they had a sale half off on their closeout stuff, and that's still going until Sunday. So I got some half jars for about $5, or half-ounce jars for about $5. Revels typically run about $7.99. You can also buy their colors on Amazon. I think you can buy their starter kit on Amazon. I'm not sure, but if you do it through their website, you get the Revel rewards and other things like that. And you can use like coupon codes and stuff. So it might be cheaper to get it off their website. You just won't obviously have that 2 free day shipping. Okay, so here is the color, and as you can see, it is dry. So that's that, and I'm actually going to do a second coat of a second top coat, just because I don't like how dull this one is, and that's probably because I put my fingers in it, or I made too many brush strokes. That could be it too. So sometimes less is better. And I'm going to just cure that for another 60 seconds. But I have, well, okay, I'm going to link everything that I use as far as nail materials for my nails. Not the actual like colors and stuff that I use, because that would be a whole line of colors. Plus I use a lot of discontinued colors because a lot of my colors were limited edition. I do have some of the rest of their line, like I have the Treasure Trove collection, I have the Deep Freeze collection, I have some of their regular colors, I have their some of their Firefly collection, I have a lot of their sun and mood changers, and then I have all of their Christmas stuff that they release and stuff like that. So pretty excited to start being able to try all this stuff. And as you can see, there's our finished product, and it's not this splotchy. It's because it started getting hot in that UV light, and this is a mood changer. So one thing I will say about Revel's liquids, or not Revel's liquids, well, yes, Revel's liquids. So Revel's liquids, I'm trying the gel from Gelish because I do not care for Revel's liquids. They're not bad. It's just the fact that I have to be so careful with them to make sure that they don't close. Like, as you can see earlier in the video especially, my step 1, it doesn't even open. And I didn't even, it's still, like, hardly even closed. Now, the only good thing, like, well, not the only good thing. The good thing about that is Revel knows that this is a problem, and they will fix it. They will send you new liquids, because they tell you that you need to, like, go through all these steps and things to keep them from doing that. And I have tried all those steps several times for most of them, and I have still not gotten them to stop, like, gluing shut. They're not bad liquids. I like their liquids as far as that. I just don't like the fact that I have to be so careful, and then even though that I'm so careful, they still glue shut. But the good thing is they will fix it and take care of you. They have pretty good customer service. I've had a couple problems with their customer service in the past, but overall, they're a great company. They release some good colors. They're actually coming out with a chrome collection this Wednesday. Well, they have a holochrome collection, but they're coming out with a mirror chrome collection. So yeah, if you have any more questions or anything you would like to see, please comment down below. I would be glad to try to figure out something that you all would enjoy watching. So as always, thank you.